Y'all favorite Twitter pages are being paid to slander clips the week of their album release. I mean, I've been waiting to have a conversation with y'all like this for a little minute. So yesterday, Kirko, a famous page on Twitter, posted Clip's upcoming album, Let God Sort 'Em Out, has reportedly surfaced online days before its official release. And they turned their comments off. Now, Kirko has posted like when songs leak and stuff, but usually when big albums are about to come out or albums that people are talking about, like Hurry Up Tomorrow, for instance, the Weeknd's album leaked a couple days before the album drop, or some songs leaked at least. And they didn't necessarily post it. So I did find out
we're not in your mix. We're not in your mix, like, ever. We never want to be in your mix. We don't want.
We don't want to party with you.
We don't want to party with you. We don't want anything from you. Half the time we don't even like your makeup. So it's like.
So what then, big dog? Don't look away now. Don't look away now. Don't look away now. Don't get shy now.
Wait, what? Drake really pulled props that look like real guns in his new video and basically threatened Kendrick Lamar on camera? And yet again, it blew up in his face. Fans ain't buying this mob boss act, especially not after he already caught an L in that lyrical war with Kendrick. But instead of falling back and regrouping, Drake is out here in 2025 still trying to act like he's the Don. But guess who wasn't having none of that tough talk? Pusha T. Yeah, Pusha stepped up and called Drake out hard, while Drizzy's over there whining in court that his label ruined his reputation. After that Kendrick beef, Push is celebrating the drop of the first Clips album in 15 years, and it's nasty. Let God Sort 'Em Out is finally out, and it's already shaking the table. And let's not forget, this album features that collab with Kendrick that Def Jam allegedly tried to force Pusha to cut from the project. But Push held his ground, and now he's spilling major tea about who really tried to sabotage the album. And yes, it all leads back to Drake. Pusha T didn't even have to name names. His Instagram post said it all. He wrote, "Can't nothing stop this greatness." The lies are very telling. The people will never believe these smear campaigns. The timing was too perfect. That post hit right after word broke that Drake had been paying off social media pages, ones that never even heard the new Clips album, to trash it online. Fans put 2 and 2 together real quick. So while Drake's out here faking gangster vibes in his videos and crying about reputation damage in court, Push is letting the music do the talking and dragging Drake right along with it. For the last few weeks, Drake's hardcore fans have been flooding the internet, going all in trying to tear down Clips. They've been blasting the group nonstop, calling them irrelevant and mocking them for dropping what they say is the worst rap album ever. One post even said, "These dudes are pushing 50. I'm crying." Another wrote, "Watching y'all try to hype this up is embarrassing. Clips is cooked." Some of these comments got real shady. One said, "They waited over a decade just to drop something that'll get bodied by a Bieber album, a Travis single, and Drake's wireless set. What a flop weekend." Another troll joked, "This album ain't coke rap, it's coke withdrawal." And Drake's fans didn't stop there. They came straight for Pusha T after he posted that jab about smear campaigns. One user on X snapped, "Ain't no smear campaign. No one's cared about Clips since before Obama. They're about to tour and can't even fill 20% of the seats. They're just mad reality hit them in the face." But Pusha's fans are clapping back hard. They say all this noise from OVO fans is just smoke and mirrors, meant to distract people from what's really going on. Cause while they're clowning Clips, Drake just dropped another diss track and music video that fans are calling flat out embarrassing, like, again? So Drake just dropped his new track, What Did I Miss? And fans are already dragging it. First off, he released it on the exact 1-year anniversary of Kendrick's Not Like Us. Yeah, not subtle at all. Clearly meant as a clap back, but let's be real, it fell flat. Once again, Drake's out here whining about people switching sides during his beef with Kendrick, playing the same old victim card. And fans, they're not buying it at all. One person on X said, "Drake always acting like he's the one being bullied. He's the fake one. Tries to control everyone around him, and when it backfires, he cries." Another posted, "He's got a full-blown martyr complex. That What Did I Miss track is just another pity parade." Kendrick called him out in Euphoria. He ain't built for battle rap. But here's where it gets real sticky. Drake is still in the middle of suing his label over those wild allegations tied to a leaked PDF, claiming Kendrick used it to slander him. Yet even with all that heat on him, Drake had the nerve to drop highly questionable lyrics in this new song. He literally raps, "She might say no to me now, but say yes to me later." What? That line is raising every eyebrow online, especially considering the serious accusations floating around. Fans were stunned. Like, why would he even say that with all the controversy already on his name? One person wrote, "After everything that's come out, why would he ever think that line was okay?" Forget the lyrics for a second. It's the music video for What Did I Miss that really got people roasting Drake all over the internet. The man's out here standing in his backyard, completely surrounded by guns. like it's some kind of action movie set. But instead of looking hard, fans say he's giving full-on costume party energy, and not in a good way. Charlemagne didn't hold back either. On The Breakfast Club, he torched Drake, calling the whole thing corny and straight up accusing him of cosplaying a shooter. And honestly, a lot of folks agree this ain't the vibe Drake thinks it is. Now, of course, Drake's diehard fans tried to clean it up. They're claiming we all missed the symbolism. Apparently, in the video, the guns are all aimed at Drake, not by him. He's standing between two snipers with the message being, everyone's coming for him, but he's still holding it down. Dramatic? Yes. Effective? Not really. But not everyone's buying that artsy excuse. Critics are saying Drake's just poking the bear. Again, one user on X said, Kendrick is a street dude. He lives what he raps. Drake's a pretender. He's in court crying that people use mean words, but then turns around and shows off guns in a diss video. It's giving mixed signals real bad. People are calling him out for trying to act like a victim while flexing fake gangster energy at the same time. Like, how are you claiming to fear for your life in court, but still putting yourself in shooter scenes on video? The contradictions are wild, and fans are not letting this one slide. They said mid-legal battle, surrounded by guns, rapping about revenge, then going on live stream and threatening to shoot someone. Drake missed hard. And they weren't exaggerating. That fan was talking about Drake's recent live stream stunt. He was out in a box truck promoting his upcoming album, Iceman. But the moment took a wild turn when some local kids rode by on bikes and yelled the B word at him, mocking him with lyrics from Not Like Us. And Drake? He snapped back, cursing and warning the kid that he could get shot. For real? Over a diss line? But here's the kicker. It didn't even sound threatening. It was all bark, no bite. Even fans in the chat were like, bro, you don't sound scary at all. Also, let's not forget, this was in Toronto, so Drake was throwing on that deep Toronto accent like he thought it added street cred. It didn't. Now flip back to Pusha T, because he is not letting up one bit. Right before the Clips album dropped, Push sat down with GQ and dragged Drake over that UMG lawsuit. He said, I don't rate him no more. The suing thing, that's bigger than Rap Chat. I just don't rate you. Oof! No filter. Push kept it 100 and said once lawyers start getting involved, it cheapens everything. It's supposed to be rap, not litigation, he added, and it didn't stop there. Push also spilled that Def Jam begged him to ask Kendrick to tone down his verse on the Clips track Chains and Whips, because they were scared Kendrick might torch Drake again. But Push wasn't folding. He straight up refused to take Kendrick's verse off the track, and that's when things got messy. Def Jam told him that if he wouldn't pull the record, it couldn't be on the album. Push still said no. And just like that, Clips got dropped from the label. That move led them to sign a distribution deal with Roc Nation instead, and Push laid all of this out in a recent interview with Elliott Wilson. According to Push, Def Jam started nitpicking Kendrick's verse heavy, throwing pressure on Clips to scrap Chains and Whips altogether. But he wasn't about to let that slide. And it wasn't the first time he'd seen these kinds of label games. Push even compared this drama to back in 2018 when he dropped The Story of Adidon, that explosive diss that exposed Drake for hiding his son. After that, Push says his music started getting shelved left and right. It felt like payback, like the industry was trying to punish him for coming at the golden boy too hard. He said he tried to move on, but when Def Jam pulled the same move again with this Kendrick collab, that was the final straw. Push knew he had to push back. And the excuse Def Jam gave? Total nonsense. Push revealed they told him it was because he used the phrase Trump card, claiming they didn't want smoke with the Trump crowd. But according to him, that was just a fake excuse to cover up what was really going on. Push said straight up, it was about Drake. The label didn't want two of Drake's biggest ops linking up on a track, and that's exactly what Chains and Whips is. Kendrick and Push united on one song. No wonder Def Jam panicked. Pusha T may be trying to play it cool, claiming Chains and Whips isn't even about Drake, but come on. Nobody's buying that. The title alone is a direct callback to bars Drake spit in Churchill Downs with Jack Harlow, where he rapped, "All I hear is plug talk coming from middlemen," a clear jab at Push. Then he took aim at Kendrick with "Tall tales from little men, whips and chains like a dominatrix." So now Clips and Kendrick drop a track literally titled Chains and Whips? Please, ain't no way that's a coincidence. So here's the real question. What's Drake gonna do next? We know he's gearing up to drop his next project, Iceman, and even though there's no official release date yet, he's already been teasing it on social media, promising it'll drop sometime this year. But fans are wondering, what's the vibe gonna be? After Kendrick cooked him in last year's battle, Drake tried to act like he was unbothered. He even dropped that collab tape with Party Next Door, and for a second, people thought he finally got the message. Stick to smooth R&B rap vibes, drop the fake tough guy act. But fast forward to right now, and Drake's rapping about revenge, flashing guns in music videos, and literally threatening to shoot folks on live streams. Like, what are we even doing here? Instead of reinventing himself or leveling up creatively, Drake's spiraling deeper into this weird persona, one that fans say just doesn't fit him. So while Push and Kendrick are out here making surgical plays, Drake's out here playing dress up with gun props, and fans are watching, waiting, and roasting every move. And Drake's not done yet, and he's letting everyone know it. He's now dropping cryptic messages on Instagram, making it crystal clear the beef is still on. And apparently, his upcoming album Iceman is gonna shake things up big time. Drake warned fans, this next chapter may leave you feeling uneasy, like he's cooking up something dark. He even said, I grew up non-confrontational and treated this game like a sport where my pen won gold. But then added, these days the podium's been hard for all of us to ignore. That's a not-so-subtle shot at Kendrick owning the crown right now. Drake closed with, I hope you see my honesty as clarity, not charity. That answers some questions, especially about the unanswered texts you've been sending me. Who's he talking to? Kendrick, Pusha, or someone else entirely? This ain't over. It's just getting started. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.